October 26th will be the day when Swift Current residents elect a new city council. And in this continuing series on Southwest TV News, we're profiling the candidates asking for your vote. George Bowditch is seeking his third term as city councillor. George Bowditch was born in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and has lived in Swift Current for most of his life. Bowditch owns his own promotions company and has been involved with the Saskatchewan Hockey Hall of Fame and the Saskatchewan Minor Hockey Association. And with 7 years' experience on city council, he's asking for the voter support in this election.
I love this community. I love the direction that the city is going right now. There are a few things that I would still like to see some improvements and that sort of thing. Such things as I'd like to see our public transportation improved, upgraded, and that sort of stuff. I think it's done great. Our scheduled bus service is something that was needed in the community for a long time, and I think it's great. But I think we still have to take a look at different areas that we can service and all that. I know it's going to be a cost to the taxpayer with the public transportation, but anywhere in North America, there's no public transportation system that actually makes money.
And moving forward, Bowditch wants to see the city of Swift Current continue to grow with quality amenities for current and new residents, and is comfortable with the current state of the city's finances.
I think that we are in good shape. We were kind of forced from past history to actually upgrade a lot of our amenities, our infrastructure, and that sort of stuff, and that needs to be done, and needs to be done on a regular basis. It's for example, it's like using a car. If you never change the oil, the car's not going to last nearly as long as if you change the oil and fix the minor squeaks and breaks and that sort of stuff that goes on with it. It's something that's necessary. It's a necessary evil, but we have to do that. But at the same time, we can't let our extra facilities crumble any road either, because you want people to come. They want to see a nice Iplex, a world-class curling rink, things like that.
Next on our list of candidates is Henry Banman. Henry Banman has a history in municipal politics after serving 3 terms as city councillor from 1994 to 2000. He ran for mayor in the 2006 election and councillor in 2009. Now in 2016, Henry Banman is ready to serve local residents again, with a passion for the community and a dedication to keeping local residents more informed on the inner workings of City Hall.
If there's going to be a veil of secrecy over City Hall, that creates what? Doubt. Almost fear of the unknown. I don't think we need that. As a matter of fact, I know we don't need that. So let's get back to telling the public what it is that we're doing, why we're doing it, and let them be the judge. What would be wrong with that? After all, whose community is it?
Banman says he has numerous ideas he'll bring to the council table, including better use of the city-owned power utility to pay down the debt, and creating a more welcoming climate for potential businesses and residents.
What is the plan? Spend more money? No. Some candidates have said, well, they're going to stay the course. Well, you know what the course is? In 16 years, to go from $1 million debt to $80 million debt, that's $5 million a year, times a 4-year term, that's $20 million. Are they saying they're willing to put their hands up to go another $20 million in debt over the next 4-year period? Not me. If things are as great in Swift Current as City Hall tries to tell us, why are there 6 buildings in the first block on Main Street empty and have been for how long? Why? Why do you suppose that would be, if things are so great? And in the next block, there's a couple of them. Why?
So it's
Kirk Allison is a new face to the political scene. He grew up in Gull Lake, lived in Swift Current for 23 years, was a business owner and oil industry employee. And after moving away to Alberta for a brief period of time, Kirk Allison has a few key points he's addressing in his campaign.
the transit, if at all possible, to expand. Again, it has to be viable, it has to be used. What I think we need to focus on isn't so much the service as awareness, education. The buses should be full. There's enough people in this city that could use the service that it should be full all the time. And other than that, you know what, steady growth. I think the city's on the right track. They're doing the right things, and there's always growing pains. You know, it's easy to criticize and to say, well, we're spending too much money, or whatever. But it's just, I believe, part of the growing pains.
And he further believes the city's target for population growth is achievable if the proper steps are taken now to attract new business.
So I think we have to go out and really aggressively pursue industry. It probably means tax breaks for property tax breaks or whatever, to get them to look at us. And there's an advantage. There really truly is. It's not just Saskatchewan. I believe there's a Swift Current advantage.
Our final candidate in the spotlight is incumbent Ryan Plewis, who's seeking his third term as a city councillor. Ryan Plewis is a fourth-generation resident of Swift Current, a partner in Standard Motors, and practices law with Anderson and Company. And as Election Day approaches, Plewis says he brings the experience and a forward-thinking attitude for City Council and hopes voters will support him once again.
There's been lots of people talking about debt and taxes, and I'm comfortable to have those conversations with people because I'm a resident of the city of Swift Current. I'm a business owner. I've got 2 small kids. My future is here, and so is my family's future. So, we've made the best decisions that we have been able to make over the last 7 years with respect to finances, and I'm not shy about talking about those things. But I think that there's more to talk about than just necessarily our finances. I think that we have a lot of opportunity as a community, and we need to make sure that we don't take our eye off the ball of the opportunity as well. Acknowledging, of course, that that there are expenses that come along with that. But prudence and accountability are very important for finances, but so is vision and leadership.
And with landmark events hosted in Swift Current, such as 2 consecutive World Curling Championships and the introduction of the Safe Places Initiative, Ryan Plewis is proud of the positive spotlight shone on the city over the past 7 years, and will work hard to attract more people to Swift Current in his third term.
We want to continue to see the population grow in Swift Current, and we want to continue to see the business environment be as strong as it can be. I think one of the things that we have an opportunity to do is to take the message that is Swift Current and export that across, not just our region, but across the country too.
This concludes another round of candidate profiles of individuals seeking a seat on Swift Current City Council. In future episodes, we'll profile the candidates running for the job of mayor.